Welcome back to the second half. As far as EXP is concerned, we're simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
Yay.
Lycidia is freaking out a little bit. You know, you've all gone down a couple times in hit points, except maybe Daka. Daka's probably 100%.
Yep.
She's very fussy. She's like, is everybody okay? Are you fine? She's like grabbing Askren and like adjusting his clothing and like brushing off his beard. Okay, maybe we should stop, take a short rest for a little while, set up like a little fire.
Well, I was thinking
Drink some tea.
if you need to recover your abilities.
Is that something that we say in game? Is that like a?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
You would know that you just need to rest.
People in character are savvy. However, I think for clerics they gotta wait a full 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
like it's long rest for recovery of spells. Yeah.
I want to know what's in this storage room. Have we looked at that yet? I mean, it's mining equipment.
Passed it several times. There are spots for 15 pickaxes. There's only 4 axes that are currently up there. There's a scattering of hard hats. There's the remains of like a picnic table that has been smashed to pieces. And in the far corner, there is something. It's like a foot locker that's sealed shut.
How much AC would a hard hat add to me?
0.
And
however,
your armor should have like a.
However,
what about
these
two
hard hats. These hard hats, while they might be slightly big for you, they do come with a light thing at the front.
Mining helmets.
Yeah, but I've already got a thing clipped to my belt, so.
Yeah, but this is on your head, so it automatically goes wherever you look. You don't have to like hold it, so you would have the light, and you could still fight and stuff.
No, it's fine if you don't want to get that character palette upgrade. You know, get a little different look.
You can always take it.
You know that right there would that would be July for the calendar. You know, like
right.
with Finley, shirt off, suspenders on, hard hat. Pick leaning up against the wall.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Sexy dwarf. Oh yeah.
So 16 charisma, just like chiseled body. The only thing he's got in front of his junk is a lit up lamp.
Askren just has a mining helmet over his crotch and a pickaxe over his helmet. Just
Oh my goodness, we're not gonna be able to beat the fangirls away from this fan art idea. Come on.
Why do I need to cover my penis? I don't understand.
You've just got the hat on your head. Just like
meanwhile, back in what's actually happening.
So Arthur, our intent is to take a long rest, but what is the likelihood
of being
able to?
All right, when you suggest settling down for a long rest, Lycidia is like, I don't think we have time for that. Shouldn't we keep exploring?
Well, I think we do have time for that.
What if somebody ambushes us? I mean, we're barely in the front door here.
We've got a pit. We step back out here, out on the other side of the pit. If anybody tries to come out the thing at us, they fall in the pit.
Is this how you do things? You just, whenever you take some scrapes, you just stop adventuring for the day?
Miss, there's a little bit more than scrapes. So we came in here, looking for your buddies. That's noble and all, but we kind of got to change our game plan up a little bit because these guys are a pain in the ass to take down, as we all saw. So I think taking a moment to get a little bit of rest, just to, figure out our plan of attack is a pretty good idea.
And also the fact that you're a cleric and you don't have any radiant spells is kind of a little infuriating.
Well, you're a dragon slayer and you don't have any dragon slaying skills. Tosses back one of her twin tails.
I mean, I'm assuming that dragon wasn't undead either. That's an entirely different kettle of fish.
Look, I've slayed more demons than you've ever seen, Lydia.
Lycidia.
So I would appreciate it if you don't devalue my efforts here. We're doing this on your behalf, not on ours.
Cut back to when you guys are like, we can make a fuck ton of money off of salt? $sign eyes.
Yeah. What about looting these corpses, Arthur? Anything of value?
You do get a set of leather armor.
Yep. Base leather armor.
Yes.
Hmm.
You also get one sword scabbard that only fits Lycidia's sword.
I give her the sword scabbard, I guess.
Okay. She used the sword in the scabbard it was intended for. And
Now, what about
recovers
this
her
bell?
witch hat.
What about this bell around the neck of this
So there's
thing?
2 bells left on the bell collar.
Mm.
It definitely looks like the collar was added to this dwarf after it was burned.
Mhm. I'm going to take it with me just in case we need to like draw all the undead into an area.
All right. Wherever you go now, you now jingle. And
Well, no, it's going to be in a pocket somewhere, Arthur. I'm not going to wear it.
I mean, it still is making noise as you walk.
I mean, if you were to put something to keep the tongue from slapping around.
I'm also wearing chainmail, Arthur. I don't think it's much louder than that.
Okay.
Unless it's like magical in some way. The cleric doesn't drive up people. The dragon slayer doesn't kill dragons, but the archers are really archers.
That's how you know this is an anime, because the archers are actually using bows.
Yeah.
There's one thing I've learned about anime is that archers use swords and throw them at people.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just leave it behind then. I'm not that intelligent to take on that sort of.
Yeah. Well, it's just we got enough problems as is.
Yeah. All right. I would like to sleep, Arthur.
Where are you sleeping?
I think we can set up a camp outside, or maybe even go back to our camp that we left
your camp
earlier.
is about little less than an hour away.
Okay, well we would just maybe camp outside the entrance of this
All
thing.
right, so you're camping in the bottom of the salt mine pit.
But what I will do is I will put the bell in the middle of the pit that we made.
Very well.
Oh, and I do want to collect the arrows that I shot so I can refill my ammo.
It's like 50%, right?
I'm gonna pull a bunch of arrows out of the.
Or do you want everybody to do like the D100 roll to see how many arrows you get back or whatever? Like half or.
I mean, half. So roll for how many arrows you have missing and roll D2s. Okay. Anything that comes up 2, you get back.
Sure.
All right, so you are setting up camp at the bottom of the strip mine pit outside the entrance here. You're putting the bell collar on the pit so that if the pit trap is activated, the collar drops in with it and makes some noise.
Yep.
So you guys are, just setting up a small fire. Lycidia's brewing tea.
Mm-hmm.
What do you all do? I mean, it's not like you just sleep through the middle of the day, right? It's impossible. If there's one thing I know about sleeping, you don't just wake up after 8 hours of sleep, go into a mine, come out an hour later, and
this isn't the Pathfinder.
You go back to
game.
sleep again.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna spend 8 hours resting by like lying around or singing songs or telling stories, stretching.
I'm gonna talk to Lycidia about the war god if I can.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Lycidia makes herself available to talk about Goose and Gus.
Yeah. So I sit down next to her and was like, so you know a lot about the gods and whatnot, yeah?
I know some about some of the gods.
I pull out a piece of paper. It's like, can you tell me more about this one?
You want to know more about Goose and Gus? You asked about her before.
Yes, I do.
What would you like to know?
How do I talk to her?
Well, I assume you need to form a spiritual connection of some kind.
Because she told me to come find her, and I don't know where to go to find her and talk to her. So,
well, she's everywhere.
I look around and think, okay.
It's metaphysical. The gods make up the forces of the world around us. When water falls from the sky, it is because it's been brought to us by the gods, by Wellwind. When the sun rises, it is because Hyros carries it across.
And we kill people because of Guzinga?
Guzingas. Perhaps there are some philosophies about that. Do you kill people because you choose to, or because Guzingas has influenced you to do so? Is a question that has plagued.
Well, I like to think that I did because I was told to, but maybe there's more to it than meets the eye. I don't know.
There are
That's
many
why I'm asking.
ways to worship Guzengus. She is the god of knighthood and chivalry. Perhaps don't fit that to a T. She's also the god of loyalty and glory and destruction.
Those I have. Yes.
Revel in those things. You showed great loyalty today, defending your friends, giving them time to fall back, protecting them from the wrath of the zombies. In these ways, we worship the gods.
Okay.
Also,
this is gonna.
if you literally want to worship the gods, you can go to a temple and offer sacrifices of gold. They also like that.
Oh, okay. I have one more question. How do you pray?
That's a very individual question. Every cleric has to ask themselves that.
Okay. Can you give me like some ideas, maybe?
Well, I like to sit down and kind of create a space around me, like a private communal space. Look, Nalos, god of tides and the moon, so I like to imagine the moon rotating around the planet and just kind of get myself into that kind of headspace, looking at the world from above.
So Kelly's
around.
trying to look like he's taking it all in, but he doesn't, if that makes sense. He's just like, yes.
I just like to feel the flow of the ocean moving through my body and then speak to that ocean in my mind. Sometimes it speaks back. Also, when I say things like, I'd like cure wounds tomorrow morning, it gives me cure wounds.
So if I wanted to talk to Guzengus, I would just need to talk to her in my mind.
Well, why don't you try it now? Why don't you, kind of freeform? How do you feel about, war and loyalty? Maybe just kind of, I don't know, interpretive dance, maybe? Just practice some sword swings. What do you do to clear your mind?
I've got an idea. I'm going to walk over to one of the corpses.
Okay.
I'm just going to take like I don't know. You said there's no blood in these things, right?
I mean, the blood is
congealing and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna just put some on my hand and just rub it on the sword, like the great sword.
Okay.
And I come back and sit by the fire. I'm gonna put the great sword in front of me. I'm just gonna sort of cross-legged, and I'm just gonna, hand on the ground, just sort of look
Geralt,
at it for a little bit.
Calm down.
What's that?
I said, calm down, Geralt.
I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that's what I sort of do. I just sort of make like a sort of like, I don't know, something that I think a god of war might like to.
Yeah. All right. Make a religion check real quick.
Okay. Skills. 12.
We'll come back to this in a second.
Okay.
So, the rest of you watch as Kelly sits down with a bloody greatsword in a bloody hand and sits in front of the fire and just kind of like wiggles into position and just like stares at the fire for a while. What are the rest of you doing? Right? Like Kelly did this before a watch order was set up. I mean, of course, it's pure broad daylight in the middle of a giant open strip mine, so it's not like you're gonna get.
Daka, what are you doing during this? Are you still awake? You trying to get a nap in, or?
I have to get my spell back, so I guess I need to rest.
Okay. At some point, Askren will approach you and offer a handshake. Be like, "You really, really did me brought me back there. I'll make a bond with you. I will do my best to return the favor, no matter what happens."
Thank you.
Dwarven honor.
I mean, I'm definitely resting because I'm like knocking on death's door.
Knock, knock, knocking on death's door.
Shut up.
Are you a tree sleeper, Brian?
A what?
Do you like take a space in a tree?
Like,
There's no
away
trees
from-
at the bottom of a salt strip mine.
Okay, I mean, so where do you sleep? Like, where are you sleeping? Where are you
There's
resting?
a salt pillar with like a little thing.
On the ground,
Okay, all right. I just, for some
No,
reason, I imagined
no.
you being.
magically floating 1.5 inches above the ground.
See, that's what I was thinking as
No.
well. So,
Also, no.
Yeah, on the ground, like a normal humanoid.
All right. So it's just Agrim kind of watching out for everybody.
Sure, I'll take first watch.
All right. Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
after time passes, you look around. You're at the fire. There's no one else around. And sitting across from you is a blue humanoid with giant white wings and a huge scythe. Simply massive. They're just sitting there like, what's up?
Goose and Gus.
Oh, sorry. That's a misnomer. I'm not Guzan Guz. I'm one of her angels. I'm here to communicate with you. Her voice would literally break your mind. You would die instantly, and it would be incredibly painful. I'll be acting as your intermediary.
Okay. I'm Kelly. So what is your name?
That's tough. You have to understand, if I tell you my actual true name, you'll be able to call on me. You could do all sorts of weird stuff.
I just sort of look at him like blankly and it's like, do you have a nickname then?
Yeah, nickname. That sounds good. You can call me L.
Okay, Tell. So I'm new to all of this. But Guzengov has told me in my dream, I want to say that I should look for her.
Yeah,
And
she saw a
stuff.
vision that you would be helpful to the cause. You're a person of war. Don't worry, I've been filled in. I know everything there is to know about you.
Oh, okay.
So-
that's
Look, I'll be here to provide you with spiritual guidance. If you ever need anything, you can just talk to me. Every morning, I'll take your menu choices for spells. Just let me know what you want.
okay. Do you have anything that can deal with undead?
Well, I personally don't know the level 1 spell list of a cleric of your.
there's the cantrip. There is Sacred Flame.
So yeah. So he's just like, look, you're just on the verge of being able to attain clericshood. Just need a little bit more push. But when you get there, say something. Sacred Flame. Imagine being able to shoot a candle flame out of your hand. Pretty cool.
And okay. Yeah, I've that does sound cool. So is this how I talk to you? Like, do I look at my sword
No, just when you're
for a
sleeping.
while?
Or if you want to meditate. I'll be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is there anything you want to, like maybe confess, get off your chest? Need any counseling of any sort? It can be very stressful constantly being at war, so we want to make sure that you're in a good place mentally.
Oh, okay. Do you know more about why I can't die?
I don't actually know anything about that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Look, so here's the thing. Guzan Guz mentioned that there were some strange things going on with you, but gods don't experience time the way the rest of us do. So,
oh yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
some of what she said is very confusing to the rest of us. But don't
Do
worry,
you have-
we're working on sorting it out.
Oh, outside of what we're doing now, do you have any, like, I guess, guidance or stuff we should be doing to help solve this problem?
Yeah, so here's the thing. You drop your left arm whenever you go in for the strike. You need to keep that up in order to keep your guard up. Also, your left foot, your footwork is very shoddy. Just the whole left side of your body, I really feel like you neglect it during combat. Not just
I normally have a orc brother next to me on my left side. I mean that you make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, so
But,
you just need to improve your combat stance to accommodate your current. You know who you look like when you're fighting.
Who?
Look a lot like Rorik. I watched over that guy for a while. It's pretty interesting stuff.
Is he the same? Does he like the war god as like like me?
Oh no. He was a paladin. I just checked in on him from time to time. The man was a beast.
Okay. What about the death thing? Do you have any guidance for that? Like, should I be talking
Should avoid
to someone?
death at all costs. It really sucks.
Okay, but I don't die, so I don't understand why I'd need to avoid it.
Well, look, we can't sort it out yet, okay? We'll work on doing what we can, but you might need to find more mortal means of investigation, right? Like, I'm not actually there with you. This is a spiritual connection. I'm not going to plane shift to help you out, but we don't do that anymore. The demons get really upset when we do that kind of stuff, so...
They get upset at anything. I could fart in their direction and they'd be upset
Well,
at that.
yeah, well, we have an agreement, They don't plane shift, we don't plane shift. It keeps everybody on the correct side of the mortal barrier.
But they were attacked. There was a demon war here.
There hasn't been a demon war here for a long time.
No, I was in it. I was in that demon war.
So he shifts slightly and like moves the scythe a little bit and is like, okay, well, I'm gonna look into this demon war aspect further.
Mm-hmm.
You're curious.
Maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know.
Okay.
I was pretty good at hurting them, with a sword. I like look around.
Look, in order to become a full cleric, you're going to need to get the materials to make a holy symbol.
What's that need?
Well, Guzan Guz really just kind of freeforms holy symbols,
Oh, okay.
You need to
Can I,
find
like-
something significant to you that will still work for her. A symbol of war.
Can I scratch her name in my hand?
No.
Okay. Kelly was like, I do like my fishing pole, but then he didn't think that was appropriate. It's like, I have this old dagger. It was given to me by a friend in the war.
Well, look, here's the thing. I know it's going to sound crazy, but the gods do require that holy symbols have a certain material cost to them.
Or like money?
Yeah, they need to be worth at least a certain amount. I don't really get it, and I kind of work in this business, but...
Okay. Can I just give you money? Would that work?
Well, again, this isn't really happening. I'm not really here, and also you're not here, because this place doesn't exist.
I look at my hands. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So, all right. So I need to find a man who sells them. Then is what you're saying.
Or you could make your own. Maybe take a bunch of gold and melt it into a dagger shape, or
Okay, I got lots of gold.
Yeah, sure. You just take 5 gold coins in a stack. And... Yeah, I don't know that that's very... You have multiple daggers? Maybe if you get 3 together and then you tied them up and then you just worship that would be good enough.
Okay.
Look, religion works in mysterious ways. I know this seems strange because it is.
It is. It's very strange.
Don't worry. You're on your way to becoming a cleric of the war god. All right, you got any other questions?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna.
Thank you for your advice, Tell. I appreciate it.
No problem, Kelly. I look forward to seeing you again. And look, as soon as you get your cleric training locked in, we'll be seeing a lot of each other pretty much every day.
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to upload knowledge of all level 1 cleric abilities into your brain right now. So just hang by. Hopefully you don't have an aneurysm. And see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
You wake up with a nosebleed, Kelly. You now suddenly know the description and everything you need to know about all cleric cantrips and level 1 spells.
I turn to Lucidia. I'm just like, holy shit, that worked. That was amazing.
Yeah. She turns to you. She's just like, yeah. You just need to kind of reach into your space.
Now I grab her by the shoulders, like both of them, and I get real close. I'm like, do you know Sacred Flame?
That's not one that I have.
Okay. I'll check the rest of the list for any particular spells that can help us.
She's like, I have light, spare the dying, and mending. Mending is very useful for clothing.
Oh, can you mend my hammer?
Yes, actually, I can mend your hammer. I also mended Agram's beard when he wasn't looking.
Is Sanctuary one that, and maybe Bless. Does Bless work on undead?
Sanctuary doesn't work on undead in the way I think it does. Sanctuary keeps people from hitting you as long as you don't attack. The real bullshit in Pathfinder was attacking someone and then using Sanctuary as either a quick action or a bonus action. It was insane. Abusive. Okay.
Wow, bless.
Anything the rest of you want to do during your 8-hour rest?
Try and mend some of my wounds, I guess.
Yeah, you fully heal over an 8-hour rest.
Yeah.
Now, it's not like the scars and the bruises disappear, but you feel
I'm a dwarf. Those are of no consequence. It's just, it makes me more of a ladies' man. All scars of battle. Hey, look, this is dwarven culture. It's fine. Yeah, other than the conversation I have with Daka, because Billy was asleep, I guess. That's about it. I mean, do we prepare any food or anything? I mean, we've got rations and such, but.
Yeah, well, when we're in the mountains, we have twice as much chance to scavenge.
Yeah, I tell her to think about guarding Bolt, Arthur.
When you say that, she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I already picked my spell list.
How fucking dejected you said. You're like, oh.
I chose Cure Wounds and Cure Wounds.
You have to actually, do you have to pick both of them for both slots?
No, but she always
okay.
picks Cure.
Thinking it doubles up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just the only thing she uses.
Yeah, I'll have the number 3 and I'll have some fries. Ma'am, it comes with fries. That's okay.
I do that all the time. Can I substitute anything for fries? Yes, I'm getting the fries.
All right. I think we're ready to go back in, Arthur.
Okay.
When Daka wakes up, there's a little mist of purple smoke that just drips off him.
All right,
Whoa.
Bob Marley.
Yeah. Most of his magic is purple haze.
Gosh, I'm going to have to get a list of musicians who are both famous.
See, it's all in your brain.
Yep. I think Bob Marley and Willie Nelson. Jeez, it's going to...
Snoop Dogg.
Is he a musician?
Yeah.
What instrument does he play?
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
The vocal cords. He's a bard.
Vocals is an instrument.
All right, very well. I will now account for Snoop Dogg being a musician.
Anything from this, any stoner rock from the 70s,
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, suit up and get back in there.
Yeah, going back in.
Yeah, prepare for some more ass kicking.
Ready to rock.
I do want to take one of the mining picks.
All right. It's perfectly sized for you. I mean, it's dwarf
So,
size.
guys, I have a feeling that there is 11 undead miners in here, and we killed three of them. One, two, three, four of them. Four of them, and then one adventurer. So, I asked the city how many adventurers she brought in here.
The city says there were 3 other adventurers.
Okay, so technically speaking, we have 10 potential assailants left, and whatever's causing this down here, most likely. So just keep that in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we can handle that.
Well,
All right, we continue in, Arthur.
information.
Are we going back in whatchamacallit formation?
Formation.
Yeah, the shaft working formation, absolutely.
After work.
Do we want to? I'll before we go in, I'll ask. Do we want to go down the tunnel where her old adventurer companion came from?
Yes, I feel that would be most
Okay.
preferable.
So I'll Finley will come up to this corner here, and what do I see?
So the tunnel continues at an angle, clearly following along a salt vein.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it keeps going further, but it's hard to get a view from the angle.
Okay.
Go.
Up to this corner here. Oh, and I want to like stealthify myself again, probably.
All right, go ahead and make a roll. As you make it to that corner, the hewing becomes very rough. It's clear that you've reached a very new section of tunnel. The walls aren't exactly like closing in, but they are slowly collapsing inwardly. There's definitely structural support pieces of wood beams, both along the wall and along the ceiling, to reinforce things. It definitely looks like something here continues east, but what's more interesting is that there are clear footprints in the salt that is on the floor, and there's also scatterings of dirt mixed in with it, like caked mud.
So I'll call back, in an inside voice to Agram and Daka and say,
Inside voice.
do you think y'all might be able to use some of that tracking ability? I've got some footprints up here.
Sure.
I believe I have the highest of the survival. I think Doc and I discussed that last time.
Well, I mean, I think the best option is to have someone roll it who's not skilled, and then have you assist so they can get 2 rolls on it.
Well, it's also both of our favorite terrains.
Yeah, he's
That was
like
my thought.
even at his lowest, he was higher than my average, so I think it's better for him to roll it.
Okay. And you get would you get automatic
Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to double check. Yes, it counts as proficient.
And if it's both our favorite terrain, technically we can both roll it, right?
Yes.
Okay,
But what is it you're doing? That's not clear to me.
Use
So
your difference.
I wanted to explain to him, or maybe we can find out how fresh these tracks are, or where they're.
How many people there are?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, while tracking other creatures, you can learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they were here.
Okay.
Cool.
In order to use this ability, you will need to move up to that area in order to track.
Go.
I mean, I think we'll move up as a group, Arthur.
Yeah.
So we'll continue the formation until something obvious or bad happens,
Well,
or whatever.
we can group up so me and Agram can make our rolls, and then get back in formation once we know what we're up against.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys have.
It's mostly just The furthest is 120 with the bullseye. The rest
Right.
is 60.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys got the dark vision. Lantern. So here's the deal. As you move forward, the west area, there's like a table over here. There's machinery that seems to have been like smashed and broken. It's not clear what its purpose is at first glance, but it takes up like this whole 20 by 10 area. There's a lot of machinery over here. Over on the right-hand side, a wall has been broken down. Like the salt turns immediately to like worked stone. So there's like an extra cave area back here. As the two of you, Askren,
Can we see this corner here?
Sorry, I didn't see where you. Yes.
That one.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a good assumption that that just wraps around then.
As the two of you get
And
down to
Doctor-
Sherlock.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna make a perception
Okay.
because I don't have any like relevant proficiencies here. Because your proficiencies get doubled, so Askren should do it
Your proficiencies get doubled for what?
for anything. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus doubles
Yes.
as if you're using a
see
skill
that.
that you're proficient in. So since I'm not proficient in survival or tracking or anything like that,
All
I
right.
think
Make a
Askren should do it.
perception check if you're just sticking your head around the corner.
But then you want that survival after his perception.
Yeah.
We'll see with the perception first.
Okay.
What comes out of that? All right.
15.
You were preparing to do the survival. You get your nose down to the ground. You're getting ready to Sherlock, and that's
Yeah.
Tasting the dirt, you're like,
when a ghostly figure zooms out of the wall directly across from Kelly. It reaches its hand and puts it into his chest.
oh,
And begins
shit.
pulling a mirror image of Kelly out of his body.
Pretty sure I get to do something with a defense roll straight away, right?
No, but
As a
it
fighter? I
fails
thought I
to pull
did
that out. So let's go ahead and because you're super surprised that something came out of a wall and is now removing your soul.
I thought fighters get the ability to do that.
Let's go ahead and make some.
You're thinking danger sense. I think that's barbarians.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Okay, that makes sense. So initiative.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
God damn it.
Oh God.
Hey, not bad. But he's going to try. I mean, of course, the thirsty ghost goes for the muscle-bound big guy. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Kind of stuck
He's
real
mad
hard
that he
on
couldn't get a copy of you anyway.
that.
So this shrieking monstrosity is Force Ghost blue. It's see-throughable. It's wearing a very strange outfit comparing to what you've seen from people in this era and generation so far. It's got like a high collar. It's open in the front. It's like purple dyed, which is super unusual. I
It's like royalty color, right?
Yeah,
I
nobility.
mean, for us, it'd be royalty colored. It's got like weirdly stringy hair. The
Can I
creature.
make a religion check?
Yeah,
Nothing?
sure. You can make a religion check after it gets done beating you to death.
Can we tell if this is, I mean, would it, like, say a dwarven spirit be different than a human one in appearance?
Yes, it definitely
Okay.
appears to be human-ish. All right, Kelly, you identify this as some sort of incorporeal creature. Even worse.
Guys, I can see through it. It's a ghost.
The important part is that not only can it not be damaged by non-magical weapons,
Yeah. Mhm.
but it also is capable of pulling your soul from your body, permanently reducing your health until it hits you.
Mm.
It's not your turn, Kelly.
Okay. It tried again and didn't do it. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. It got a 16 or a 15.
And it needs what, a 16?
It needs whatever your armor class is, which I think is.
Oh, cool. All right then. That is better. All right. Let me think real quick. I don't really have any non-hitty McGavin
Don't have any
options.
magic damage.
Can we try communicating with it in some fashion?
You know that it understands language.
It does?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That is
It's
part
like,
of the role.
all right, Incorporal Ghost, why are you attacking us?
Can I also echo whatever Kelly's saying in like Elvish,
All right.
Draconic,
Okay, you can't echo it in 3 different languages.
No, I mean,
but you can repeat it.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to, I'm like, just throw
It holds its hands up into claws and screams in Kelly's face.
We can help you if you need help. There's no reason to fight.
You're vanilla icing him? If you've got a problem, we'll solve it.
I'm more like Scooby doing it right now.
Yeah, well, old man Jenkins in disguise is not taking any of this shit.
Can I spend a turn to actually persuade?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, Arthur, I will take the dodge action.
Very well. Henley.
I mean, try shooting it, I guess. I don't know. Like,
I mean, yeah.
it might just be half damage, right?
Yes,
it might
it is
just
half
be
damage.
that.
Yeah.
It's half damage from non-magical.
I'll go ahead and take a shot at him, I guess. That's fine.
Maybe, yeah. So the idea here is like, I don't mind taking his attention if I can keep doing the dodge action. So like,
10.
You fire the arrow and it simply travels right through the thing. It blinks out of existence as the arrow is passing through.
I killed it.
It appears back.
I didn't kill it.
okay. Do you want to move?
I mean, I think I'm safe right now. I'm all the way in the back. I just lost my stealth, though.
Daka.
I'm going to move back, take an attack of opportunity.
It will take that attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
That will almost certainly hit.
Yep.
7 points of damage.
Okay,
I
I'm still
need you
up.
to make a Constitution save.
This is why I took the dodge action.
Yeah, well, I can't hit him from there, so.
Is Daka's token moved up, or is it? No, it's close for me. Why would he take an attack that far back?
No, he had to move from the top.
Oh, okay, sorry. I missed him moving it. My bad.
Yeah, I have to move through you guys. Can't stop in your square. Where's my saving throws? Con save?
Yep.
21.
Hey.
This ghost
Nice.
reaches through you,
AF.
begins pulling out a second Daka, right? And then you dodge roll away. Your second copy dodge rolls out as well, and then slowly catches up with you to re-enter your body. The ghost is infuriated that happened. What do you want to do, Daka?
I'm gonna take. Actually, I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Market.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Fine. What does your
Get
hunter's
him.
mark look like? Faint haze of purple smoke.
Well, purple smoke starts pouring,
leaf.
or like starts like wisping out of my eyes. No one else can like. There's no marking on the creature. It's like in a video game when you mark a thing and it has an outline of a
Yes.
color, or like a color
Like
overlay.
Hunter's Mark from World of Warcraft, you know?
It's
that
just
little-
the crosshair.
Yeah,
with the,
exactly. And only you can see
I was
it.
gonna say it. I play a hunter.
Except for it's
fine.
like purple wispy smoke. And
It's okay to be a hunter as long as you feel like
take a shot.
rolling on all of the weapons.
Not anymore, but yeah, every weapon's a hunter weapon.
20.
A 20 will hit and will deal 1 damage.
And my Hunter's Mark damage.
Go ahead and make it.
6.
Hey.
Nice.
Your hunter's mark damage seems to deal full damage.
Sick.
Nice.
It's magical, right? So
Yeah, it's nature magic. All right.
So just to be clear, your arrow hits this thing and then moves like it's going through jelly. It moves super slowly. At first, the creature doesn't give a shit. And then there's like a brilliant flash, and the arrow has like weird sprouts of like potatoes and onions coming out of it. And then it explodes in a brilliant green light, and the creature's like, "Ah!"
Bet you can't have just one.
You say as I'm eating the Lay's potato chips. All right.
I'm not. Yeah.
Do I want to move back? Do I want to stay here?
I don't know. He's pretty close, so I don't know what the attack of opportunity is on a ghost. Probably never.
I don't think it's further than 5 feet, though, right?
It
'Cause
just
Daka was
used
in
its
base to
attack on
base.
Daka.
Yeah. Well, Doc was in base to base, right? I'm not, so.
What I'm saying is, like, if he moves 5 foot, I don't get an attack of opportunity, and he can attack you.
Yeah. So I need to move.
Probably behind Daka.
Either behind Doc or behind Lucidia.
Yeah, either one.
Okay.
It's a corridor, so.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I will move behind Lucidia just to. So what is it?
I really wish the tokens and the character sheet were synced up for HP.
There is a way to do that. I just don't know how to do it.
You basically put the photo on the character sheet, then you drag the character sheet out.
Yes.
We'll have to try that.
Mhm.
All right,
That's
Askren,
good
you're back.
And then I'm gonna take a shot at said ghosty.
Get all toasty with that ghosty.
Man.
So as you're running back, you go to fire the bow, and then you scrape the bow along the wall, and you can hear the bow creaking as you damage the wood. Lycidia just draws her sword and is like, "What should I do? Where do I go?"
Mending on my bow.
Yeah, Lycidia will turn and use mending on Askren's bow.
Can we,
Although I'm pretty sure mending actually takes a fuck ton of time to use.
Can we not do that? I mean, I just scraped it, right?
If you roll a 1 again, you're gonna break the bow.
Oh, wonderful.
It takes 1 minute to cast mending, so she is not going to start casting that ability.
And she only has heals, yeah.
That's correct.
And now I'm at 6. I'm at the.
I think she should stay back.
She's going to move behind Daka, and then
Perfect.
She's going to put both her hands on your back, cast some healing on you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got hurt because I can't see your health bar. So, yeah. What is she? Is like
She is the worst roller
consistent.
in history of this.
Yeah.
See.
Consistent.
So 10, 20, 25. I can do that. All right. The ghost completely avoids you by going through the wall.
Yep.
And then pops out next to Daka, face screaming in rage, and goes in for another rip your soul out of your chest grab.
Okay. I should have just hit it.
13?
Nope.
Okay.
Kelly.
Hacking, sacking. Oh, baby.
Okay. You hit for some damage.
4.
Warhammer passes through the creature.
God damn it! Stop being a ghost.
Oh, you said when we hit this thing, it's like hitting Jello, right?
Yes. Yep.
Just it's slow, and then it. Yep. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic.
Finley. You got problems, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage,
Very well.
and I'm going.
Probably down past Lucidia, I would say. We don't know what's up ahead.
Oh, yeah. So 5, 10, 20. I'm right here.
Yeah. Chad is just taking shots at Lycidia all day long. Come on. Respect her contributions to this party.
Just keeping us up.
She assisted me in being able to tank and spank, so there's that.
Daka. Got some Karma Carmelian problems here.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got Hunter's Mark, right? You can still do damage with daggers, right?
That's correct.
Is Hunter Mark
Yep.
melee as well?
It's all damage, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's all ranger damage. That's why a lot of people will dip it 2 levels in a ranger just for Hunter Smart.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Cool.
weapon attack, so yes.
I'm gonna dagger it out then.
And you get 2 attacks, so Hunter's Mark twice.
Yep.
Right?
If they hit.
Yeah, you're just not proficient with your offhand attack.
Deal an extra d6 whenever you hit with a weapon attack.
Sweet, sweet. All right. Well,
It's good, it's good.
Make sure you have your dagger set up as finesse weapons as well, so it rolls properly.
yep. Got them both. Do I need to drop my bow?
Yes.
If you're doing double-handed, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just drop the bow then.
The first dagger will hit.
All right. So I'll get 1.
You can take that extra d6 damage right there. Oh no, it's not. That's okay.
3 magic damage.
So 6 damage total?
Hey, Grim.
So I think you might be able to disengage and be more effective as a ranged. Because I feel like he's going to stay with me and
Yeah.
I think he's gonna stay me because I'm the only one that's like dealing magic damage, like full damage.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. So I don't mind staying in here.
Yeah, I mean, other than, I think the damage would probably even out if I were like between the two, because I do get 2d6 damage for the short sword. I also have a spear, but I think I'd still 5-foot range.
No, it's not a ranged weapon.
Yeah,
You need like a glaive for that.
yeah, I can throw it. I think. All right, yeah, I will disengage. Let's see.
Probably down next to Finley.
Look,
Yeah,
just
you can,
real quick. I want to know everybody's favorite polearm. Glaive, Goosarm, Glaive, Goosarm, Halberd.
My
What's the
favorite
one
is
with the hammer?
That's
With
it.
with
Halberd.
the act, that's a pole. That's
Halberd. I would say halberd is what I like.
Or a pole hammer. My favorite, and it's just for the name, Bardiche.
wow, really, Bardiche.
Yeah.
That's a name I've not heard.
Throwing the spear like a proper archer.
Hey, man, I picked it up. I have it.
I don't know what it's called, but the one the Shaolin monks use with like
Oh,
the red tuft and the blade.
yeah, I know.
That's a
one.
glaive.
Yeah,
That's
it's a type of glaive. Yeah, so I'll disengage back. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, let's see, that's a full action, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I do that.
If only you had a bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, it's almost like I need some XP to do that.
I'd probably tell Lycidia to stay here.
Nope, Lycidia. Oh, really? You're gonna tell her to stay?
Yeah, stay behind Daka.
Like, are you sure? It seems like everybody's running past me. Okay, I'll
You're helpful healing, so
Do we know what her AC is? Because I know she switched armor with Daka, right?
That's correct. You have no idea what her is.
Okay.
Wearing leather armor, however.
well, it could potentially be leather armor +2.
Yeah.
It's between 12 and 15, I would say.
Yeah.
What's yours, Daka, since you switched armor with her? I think she had a heavier armor, right?
Well, she had
Heavier.
the same.
Okay.
Mine's 14 with armor right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think I got studded leather. I think. I'm just curious, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the ghost is definitely going to attack Daka. Daka, me.
Oh,
Damn.
It's cat.
Oh.
Turn.
too
Just
quick.
look,
Oh, there we
I
go.
got really lucky at the beginning of the zombie combat to the point that you guys were like
Falling back.
falling over yourselves to run backwards.
Yeah. 8 damage, Arthur.
Oh, fine. It's not like I care. Whatever.
Wait, can we get some fat dope beats, Mr.
I mean,
DM?
we had some fat dope beats, but they ran out because you guys can't finish the battle. Henley.
I'm gonna take another shot.
We gotta get that sweet Drumurboy music going.
Damn, I can't do shit now. Give me zombies.
That actually would have hit if it was the zombies. So,
Yeah, I know.
So around the smooth tunnel, you lean around for fire. The arrow hits a protruding stalag, whatever is the one at the top.
Stalagmite, because it has to hang on tight.
Wouldn't that be a stalactite?
No, stalactite because it's something. Oh, you might be right.
No,
I don't fucking...
stalactite hangs from the ceiling. Stalagmite stands tall.
Okay.
You can see it
stalag
either way.
salt block.
Good try.
Agrim. Oh, sorry, Daka. Let's skip. Daka. Your soul
Daggers.
is currently in your body where you want it to be.
Nice.
Daka daggers. 12, 14.
14. And
they're
then.
both hit.
Woo!
both hit?
2d6.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so 5, 3, and 1.
All right. Tell me how you do away with this creature.
Nice, dude.
When I like plunge the first dagger in, like it starts to see that it's a little bit, it's not as gelatinous, it's like kind of liquefying. And then I'll take the second one and just cut it through the neck.
Hot knife through butter.
Yeah. Nearly headless Nick, this bastard.
No, you completely headless Nick this bastard. It bursts.
Oh. Well, I was only going to like, I was leaving a hinge on the back of the neck, so maybe it would fall back.
That was good. That was
It
a good
explodes
fight.
before that happens.
Good job, everyone.
Thanks.
And I just like shake my head and the purple mist disappears.
Pretty sure you can bonus action to put it onto someone else, right?
Yes, but it has to be within
If they're
one
in
turn.
like visual range.
Can you put it onto me and then move it later? No? Okay.
He would have to kill you in order.
He did kill the ghost though. Oh, to remove it from me.
From you, yes. If he
Oh,
wanted
yeah, I see what
to
you're saying.
stalk
Mhm.
you real bad for 59 minutes, he could.
Yeah, if it's if when the enemy dies, I can move it as a bonus action.
Okay. But only to another enemy. I
Yeah.
get you.
Yep.
Cool. Put it on Lucidia.
A neutral party member. I'm just gonna like
Neutral. Literally keeping you alive.
I'm just gonna flip my knife, flip my daggers, put them in my leather holsters, pick up my bow, and say, "Let's go."
Mhm.
Actually, we should get Askren to roll the survival check or the tracking.
Oh, yeah.
Also, try and get your arrows back, by the way, too, guys.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So you're going to do two arrows?
Got one.
Yeah, I got one back as well. All right, so I'm rolling survival, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You get advantage.
Got my
on this.
one arrow back. Yeah.
Roger. 21.
Nice. You muted out that.
Interesting.
No, you're good. Yeah, I heard you, saw your mouth move, but you didn't say anything. But then you talked, so.
So we get to know how many, how big, and how or when they were last here.
Correct. His favorite terrain.
Where does it say that? Sorry.
It's under favorite
Okay.
terrain.
Favorite terrain. Natural explorer.
Yeah.
The very last bullet point.
While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
All right. 18 zombies have passed through this area over the last few weeks. Also, Lycidia's boot prints are here.
So that's pretty much within the wheelhouse of what we were expecting, right? Because if there was 4 humans and
There's
14
2 other creatures.
other creatures, okay.
The hole in the wall or you said something about some specific stonework with that.
Yeah, so
Over here?
the salt cavern has collided with a underground chamber, and someone went through the chamber wall when they were digging out the salt.
Okay,
How much there's like some sort of cursed graveyard, something.
I would like to make an intelligence check. As a dwarf, I get stone gunning. I would like to. It's related to the origin of stonework. You're considered proficient in the history skill, and I double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Very well.
And I'm trying to. Do I recognize the culture? Can I get an? How old it is? That sort of thing. Okay. Let's see. Is it double proficiency? It is the save button or is it under skills?
What are you rolling? Intelligence?
Yeah.
So if you scroll down to the bottom of the skill tab, there is a skill.
Yeah,
so you maybe just put in a custom skill, for example, and just go stone checking and then
Or you
put
could just
double
roll
proficiency.
2d20.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
So
Take the higher one and add your intelligence.
Well, you have to double your intelligence. And
yeah, double. So that's
Not going to help you that much here.
oh shit, that's 2.
Okay, so yeah, look, when it came to stone cutting class in dwarf school, maybe you didn't spend a lot of time paying attention to this particular culture. You've not seen anything like this level of cut before.
Technically he is proficient with smith's tools, not mason's tools. So he was in the smith class, not the stone.
So it's hard to see, right? Because you're at an angle. You're using dark vision. It's pretty unusual. It is smoothly and finely worked. There is engravings on it. It looks like from here you can see an elephant, maybe a volcano, the sun.
So it's definitely some type of
So the walls are just like
language.
covered in like
hieroglyphs, more or less.
Exactly.
That type of language. Yeah, okay.
The floor seems to be flat, level, smooth. More importantly, there's a where it transitions from salt to the actual stone, completely clean. There's not a single drop of salt has crossed that line.
Okay, so it's
I'm going to pick up some salt and throw it in there.
All right. Well, you're super far away. You're like 40 feet, so you throw some salt and it doesn't get anywhere close.
Okay, well, I mean, I didn't
You're
realize.
moving closer. When you
moving
move
closer.
I mean, you're going to be like here because salt really does not travel.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
When you move, you find a door. You throw salt over the line, and salt lands on the other side.
Okay, so it's not like a magical barrier of some description.
all right. Let's get the rogue up here to inspect this door.
Coming. Boop-a-doo.
So the door is made out of wood, but it has iron reinforcement on it and is set directly into the stone. Like it has been perfectly fused into it somehow. The door does appear to have a very, you've never seen anything like this. It's a combination style lock of a style you've not encountered.
So there's no hope of picking or anything like
You can
that.
still you can still try to pick it. You get in there and just mangle some mechanisms.
Should I try to do that?
Sure, man.
I mean, before that's
What is that?
Proficiency with thieves' tools.
yeah.
So your proficiency score right now is 2. So you'd roll 1d20 plus 2.
Right. Okay.
And then you can go into your skills and add a custom one.
Start Skyrimming, Wait to hear that
Right.
noise, get in there.
Click it. Yeah. 18.
Hey.
All right. So, completely ignoring the combination mechanism, you start getting into the more complex guts over a 2-minute period, and that's when you discover The combination does nothing.
Hmm.
This lock was intentionally made to be picked. And you
It's
pop
like
it
my
open.
tools slide right in.
Yeah, exactly.
Giggity.
I'll open the door. Wait, is there like a keyhole type thing I can look through, or is it just straight up I gotta open it? Okay, I'll open it. Fuck it.
Okay. Inside, there are bookshelves that line all of the walls here. There's some sort of strange summoning circle in the middle of the room that's got 3 increasingly smaller circles with geometric shapes cutting through them: triangles, squares, nonagons. There's a lot of blood on the floor, and there's some corpse parts in the corner. There are also 2 more doors, one to the east and one to the west.
Can I make like a religion check or something to see if there's like religious implications for the symbols on the floor?
It would be Arcana.
Or okay, Arcana.
You can, however, make a religion check for the symbols that are on the ceiling. There's more of those hieroglyphs on the ceiling. There's a boat. There's dwarves. There's another volcano. Several elephants. Elves. What looks to be a cart.
I'll help you out on the religion check so you get advantage.
Okay. I'll do the religion first.
So
Ouch.
Daka, you're walking forward to consult with Finley.
Yep.
All right. So as you do that, the 2 of you sit down and you talk for a moment. The door to the east opens up, and a creature pops out of it.
Fuck.
And surprise motherfuckers you again.
God damn it.
So the door opens. This
Is it
creature pops
Zomboy?
out of it.
Zomboy.
Zombies, oh no.
And surprise attacks you. Roll for initiative, motherfuckers.
Okay. We need more music.
Ugh.
Oh my goodness, you and this music.
Drop
Dude,
those
it's
sick Drumurboy beats.
Hell yeah. You're rolling some good initiative.
Every single time, I
What
think.
if I drop
Every initiative.
non-Drumurboy?
I mean,
I don't know.
Cool.
Do you have a good taste in battle music?
Not really.
Tomek, I sent you a message over.
Yeah, I saw it. You can send
I
messages
don't know
like
how.
/W
know.
space
Damn,
the
dude.
character name space the message.
21? Damn.
That's a holy sh! Well, I've been rolling 4s twice, so I'm glad to have something.
Finley, this creature smells fucking awful, and the room it comes out of smells worse. The door doesn't open. The door just disintegrates as this creature rips it open from the outside. Splinters go everywhere. You can see that there's like a shallow pit filled with bloody bodies behind it. This creature's got like a long ass tongue that goes to grab you. It seems to be a faster, more aggressive, and way more intelligent version of the zombies from before. So what do I get to do? All sorts of great stuff. It goes to claw your face.
Can I make a religion check on this thing, Arthur?
On your turn, yes. Agrim, you're up. Finley, I'm
Right.
guessing that your AC is higher than 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It goes to claw you, and it just slams against your armor. It lets its horrifying, fetid breath. It smells like baby diapers.
So I'm gonna move here. I'm going to essentially just shout.
Maybe move one space back in case people need to fall back.
Well, yeah, they can move past, but you know what? I'll move here. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. I will yell at Docket, incoming, because I want him to just kind of like lean to the side for a second, so because I can shoot over Finley, but Docket's taller than I am.
Yeah.
And then I want to take a shot at the zombie. Oh. That's 20. It is.
Hey.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, I turned that
7.
block off. There we go.
All right.
So you hit this thing, by the way. It can definitely feel pain, and blood comes out of its body.
Is there a way? So what I want to do is I want to occupy the same space that Finley is in.
No.
Can I hold my action until Finley moves back?
You cannot move while holding an action. Holding an action is super specific that you can't move while doing it.
Okay. Is there a way that I could push this creature back a space somehow?
I believe so. As part of like grappling, you can push or something like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I would like to move. Hang on. Let me just see if I can even do this first. Can I get there? Yeah, I can.
You're not going to be able to move past it. Problem here.
I can't move on a diagonal?
No, not here.
Can you charge it? Knock it out of the way? Maybe knock it down or something?
You're not going to be able to end with...
Charging is a champion ability.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Pathfinder.
Okay. Can I attack?
Using attack action, you can shove a creature to push it away.
Okay. I would like to do that and then occupy its space.
Again, you'll have to wait until you can get into melee combat with it.
No, you can move attack, and as long as you don't end your turn in the same space as a friendly character, you can.
That's the problem. He's not going to be capable of doing this because if he fails, he won't be able to turn there.
Yeah. I feel he's small. You can just like.
Just kneecap it and then just step over.
Can I grapple Finley out of the way?
No, because Doc is in the way.
No, I mean, can I grapple Finley and throw him?
It's
he's a
crowded,
half-elf.
man. You can't get up in this hallway. Real tight.
I can move back next turn, and then.
Yeah, but I have to wait a whole turn for this to
Yes,
happen.
I'm aware. It's not great for you.
Yeah.
I understand it's frustrating. Invest in a ranged weapon.
I mean, everybody should have
a child? No, of course not. How dare you?
I just
I
imagine
can't pacify anyone with arrows. Don't
he goes and gets just like the biggest composite crossbow. Like a normal man would have to shoulder it. He's just one hand in this stupid thing.
All right, what do I have? You know what, Arthur? I have some hand axes.
All right.
I have a spear you can take and throw.
You know what? Yeah, I'll fucking lob a spear at this thing.
It's just in my back. Like you could just grab it. Like it's like if you ever played Mountain Blade, you got like the thing. Just pick it up and just throw it. Just throw it.
Oh man,
Do it.
Mount
Just
and
do it.
Blade. What a great game. Hundreds of
Warlord.
hours wasted on that.
Yeah. All right, I will lob this spear, Arthur.
I mean, it's 1d6, but you know it's better than nothing.
So I believe it's gonna be. Is it a disadvantage? Because
No, it's a strength weapon, I believe.
It's a finesse weapon, I think.
Finesse means it's either or, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, let me double check. Because if not, then I'll use my hand axes. No problems.
Yeah. I didn't know you had a hand.
no, you're good.
No, it's versatile and it's thrown. So yeah, it's not finesse at all. So
Just as you walk by me, just grab it out and just don't even ask.
Yep.
Keep hitting that.
I will chuck it. So I will use my normal weapon roll, Arthur, which is 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, and the damage is 1d6 plus strength.
1d20 plus 5. 20.
Double hit.
So this will be 1d6 plus 5.
Yes. Piercing. Is it piercing? Yes.
Yeah, of course it is.
You never
9
know.
damage.
Okay.
Noise.
Finley.
1d6.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
That's the last.
Yeah, my man.
Drop back.
It might be worthwhile also you
Right.
dropping back as well, Daka. Perhaps
Yeah,
as well.
He's gonna come back.
Or take a shot first, then drop back.
That's what I'm gonna do.
But he gets a turn before you have it. You do, so.
No, Doc is going right now.
No, I'm going first.
Okay, yeah.
So, shoot my bow and then fade back to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
17 for shit damage.
Put 3 damage out.
Hey man, damage is damage.
I looking like a shambling horror. It is going to shamble its way on forward. A now disarmed Kelly.
I still have my shield on.
That's okay.
I don't have a warhammer up though.
Can you one-hand a thrown weapon?
It's a
Specific,
spear.
yeah.
How would you?
Of course I can.
How else would you throw a javelin or a spear?
It's versatile. It's Arthur. It's
Alex.
versatile.
I'll accept it.
So, yeah, he's correct. It is first name.
All right. He's going in on Daka though. Some delicious Daka guts here. 14 to Daka.
That's my AC.
Very well. I need
Why
you to
did
make
you
a
stop there?
Constitution save.
I tried.
All right.
Hey, you good?
Take 7 points of damage.
But no extra poison stuff.
Breaks you across the chest, and as it happens, you can see that its claws are secreting some sort of toxin. You feel your body begin to slow down as you stumble back, and you're like, oh shit, this is happening. And then you call upon the power of fucking bullshit nature inside of you. Cleanse yourself of those toxins. With
The power of the mountains.
Lycidia steps in behind Daka and stabs him in the back.
Ouch.
Wait, stabs him in the back?
Yeah.
Like with a dagger?
With her longsword. That's a critical hit.
Wow, what a bitch!
What the fuck?
8 points of damage.
I'm down.
Because I'm master! I have them now!
Wow.
Oh,
What a beast!
fucker.
Hey, Grim.
Ager, like, do I hear the dog? You make a noise when you get shanked in the back?
I mean,
Yes.
it's
What the
super
Without-
obvious.
Without a hesitation, like as I'm lining up a shot at this, the zombie, whatever, I just turn around. I'm just like, motherfucker, and just loose an arrow right at her.
Okay.
Damn it! It was a snapshot. I mean,
That's, I mean, it literally is a snapshot. Your bow breaks in the process.
fuck.
You go to pull back the arrow, and the bow just disintegrates in your hand. You're holding an arrow and a string.
Daka, you're. Oh, you know what? I might take your bow, Daka.
I'm sorry.
He's incapacitated, so I mean, you just can't use it.
Kelly, you hear the sound of a door opening further into the combat zone, the north. And you hear a Ooh. What do you want to do?
I attack the zombie.
Okay.
I equip my warhammer.
That zombie's dead.
Fuck yeah, boys.
Noise.
Look, if we're dying, right?
XP.
Get that XP.
Yeah, man.
And you know what? She fucking she quit the party, so she gets none.
Yeah.
None.
No, she
She's
gets
gonna heal me
she gets
anymore.
XP for all of the
Nope, she quit the party.
participated in.
None. We have to kill her now, so she gets none.
Well, the good news is that she's worth XP if you kill her.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Throw
Anything
her
else,
in the
Kelly?
pit.
You made a terrible mistake, Lydia.
Lycidia, I'm just doing what my master demanded of me.
Well, I am sworn to carry your burden.
And you know what? I'm going to step over Daka
All right.
at the end of my turn, and I'm going to say,
I'll be your master now.
Wow.
Hey, usually you got to pay extra for that.
Henley.
Yeah, I move up behind her and I am gonna stab the fucking shit out of her
Very
because.
well.
and don't forget you get your sneak attack damage because I'm next to her. too.
Yep.
Getting stabbed in the back sucks, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You would if you were capable of hitting.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Daka, I need you to make a
wait,
death
hold
saving
on,
throw.
Hold on. I'm gonna, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Zoop. Right there. Okay.
She's going to take a reaction attack against that.
Oh, shit, that's right. My bad. Never mind.
Daka, death saving throw. All right.
Ooh.
If she hits with this attack against Daka,
But she can't because I'm on top of him, right?
that doesn't keep her from hitting him.
Doesn't he get cover for me or something?
She doesn't hit him anyway, right?
Sure, that hits. Does your AC still count when you're on the
I mean,
ground?
it hits 14.
Oh wait, sorry. She has advantage on this, right? And it's also an automatic critical.
Surely, me being there removes the advantage that she has.
I don't. Okay. No. He's standing still. So
Arthur, I'll remember this next time that there is a boss underneath a minion of his, and you say that we can't attack him.
you can absolutely look if there's a boss at death saving throw level, and there is a goblin standing on top of him. I assure you, I will allow you to dispatch the boss. I don't even know why he'd still be alive. Daka, you slip into the cold embrace of death, and all of you wake up on a white marble slab.
I wake up yelling, "I'm gonna kill that bitch!"
Arthur, I do the following things.
Okay.
I want to scrape how many times I've died onto the wall.
Okay.
So what is that like? How many? Oh, not how many times I've died. How many times I've reset?
Okay.
Specifically,
I believe this is your.
Third.
That was your third death.
Oh, I mean, it's my. I'm still on my first death. Thank you very much. But
Sure.
that's our third
Okay.
reset.
You're in timeline 4 now.
You specifically made a point to separate those two things out. So
That's
why I
correct.
wanted to
That's
point it out.
correct. You're in your 4th
So-
timeline. You've reset 3 times.
Okay. Now we have everything back, so all the gold and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
All right. I think the only thing I need to change on my current sheet is the gold value then. So I'll look up what that was before.
Well, the good news that I'm fairly certain you all are going to level up.
Nice. That's good.
Each of
Yeah,
you
it is.
gets 110 XP.
Oh yeah.
Oof. Dang, we need to go back down that mine, boys. All right. So make sure you update your gold, by the way, for people as well. 110 XP.
Yep.
So that puts me at 392.
Let's have all of you roll for your hit points. Looking to see a lot of ones here right now.
Oh, so we're actually leveling up at this point? Or is this the end of the session?
This is the end of the session. So
All right. So what do I just roll to hit die?
yeah, hit die plus your constitution modifier.
What is it?
Yeah,
Cleric?
ones. That's what I want to see.
Well, plus my constitution, so 3. God damn it.
Okay, so cleric
That
is
was
a
with your.
D8.
You rolled a 1 and then plus 1 constitution.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay, Agrim.
Wow.
Nice. That's max that I could roll.
Perfect.
There's a very clear separation in hit point values within this group now.
Look, dude, I'll take 13 hit points. This puts me at 27. I'll take 12.
You're 7 ahead of me. That's kind of insane.
Well, I got good.
What is a ranger hit die? Is it 10? It is, yeah.
You're in the same one.
Okay. No, I'm at
Plus-
D8 for cleric this level. So.
Oh, and I have plus 3 con as well. So
What's the XP needed for level 3?
900.
No, it's not, is it?
Yep.
so
So
for those of us that don't have any extra XP, what's our total? I'm just trying to make sure.
It'd be like 382.
342 is what I have.
Okay, because you haven't got any extra, right? It's just
Yeah.
normal. Okay, so 342. I was just making sure.
So it's 900 for the next one?
Yep. And I'm at 410, so I'm like almost halfway.
All right, so I get saving throws on wisdom and charisma as well.
I don't know that that's true.
Because I get proficiencies in everything, right? Like if I multi-class, do I get all the proficiencies and stuff like that, and saving and skill saving throws and shit?
Your proficiency bonus is based on your character level.
No. So
And when
so
you multi-class
I get saving through. Yeah.
into cleric,
Mm-hmm.
gain channel divinity. Not seeing anything about saving throws.
So I don't get any additional skills. Okay. I get to pick cantrips.
Yes.
What's channel divinity? Is that just the spell it's casting?
That's your no channel divinity is like be gone, undead or other things.
And I'm picking the war cleric, so I get the domain of her as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that.
Looks easy.
So look.
Well, I mean, your
nothing
level up is super strong, dude. By the
Well, I
way,
know
like,
it's only it's all it is cunning action. That's all I pick up on level 2.
all right. So I get divine favor and shield of faith, and I also get the ability to use my. I get an additional attack as a bonus action. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, a minimum of once. My wisdom modifier is 2, so I can use that 2 times. So basically, I get 2 additional attacks before a long rest. Yes, long rest. Okay.
So, welcome to the 4th timeline. Hope you all had fun having an entire session of battles. Sorry that you got betrayed. Complicated. There's a lot of story there.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
If she didn't crit me there, I potentially could have lived.
No, any damage when you're down is a critical hit.
No, I mean when she hit me to take me down.
Possibly. If you'd rolled lower, you might have survived. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, let's do some outros. Are we good for next week? I know it's like pre-Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I will be traveling.
Damn it, Spoon. Damn it.
Sorry, Dave. You had to get all of your good stuff in here. You killed a bunch of people. Kill people next week on this show.
Yeah.
We'll be back the week after that, and you can take your vengeance out.
Yeah.
You and your American Thanksgiving. I had my Thanksgiving last month.
Fucking Canadians. Why don't you go ahead and be really friendly to people and world leaderly and shit?
Yeah. Screw me and my free healthcare.
Yeah, exactly. You and the rest of the world. You and literally every other civilized nation.
That was a good session, I think.
That was a good kill fest.
Yeah, I don't know if we would be able to handle the zombies. What? Just out of curiosity, what sort of level deficiency were we at fighting those zombies?
None. They were perfectly suited for current level.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they were supposed to be a hard encounter. I feel like that was pretty hard.
Yeah.
If we do all the same,
I feel like
next time we're throwing the city in the pit.
I think we can keep her until we beat the zombies the first time around, and then when we're resting, we can just
yeah.
I think
kill her in her sleep.
Next time we should like make a whole shit ton of noise, bring out as many zombies as we can into the front hallway, and then just hunters. Me and Askren can hunters mark.
And if we had Horde Slayer, that'd be good.
Yeah,
we're gonna get that to like 5th level though.
Turn that into like a
arcade shooting.
Dead Rising hallway. You know.
So apparently I get a divinity at like as a base cleric, and I can choose which one I want to use. Is that how it works?
You have the channel divinity creature feature, and you have the war domain.
Okay, so I only get the war domain, divine domain, channel divinity stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Not the divine domain, because that's the.
Yeah, I'm getting confused with all these domain words, but
so there's 2 things you can do with it. You can use war domain, or you can use turn undead, which makes undead run away when you rest your holy symbol.
Okay.
Just to be clear, you don't have a holy symbol right now, so you cannot cast spells until you acquire one.
Remember what I don't know if you saw it in the message I sent you earlier about that.
Yeah. I would like to can I use the war priest stuff without that?
Yes, you can use anything that isn't tied to your holy symbol.
Right.
But
Okay.
nothing could bore the audience more than going into the minutia of leveling up. So instead, person who plays Finley, whose name is Spootnik_71, why don't you tell us where we can find you on the internet?
Hello, you can find me at Spootnik71 on Twitch and Spootnik_71 on all other forms of social media, meaning
Nice.
Twitter. And that's it. And here on Wednesdays on APGamingREAL.
Askren, who is played by Atomikspoon. Tell us more.
I'm Atomikspoon. I find me on Twitch at Atomikspoon or on Twitter at Atomikspoon. I stream World of Warcraft on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm here on Wednesdays and play some other games like Food Dungeon when that comes around. Yeah, that's it. It's always fun. It's a good time. It's the best part of my week right now. So I know how Dave feels.
Drumurboy plays Daka, or is played by Daka.
Which is it?
You'll have to tell me.
Hey, I'm Drumurboy. I'm playing first-person narrative games on the weekends. This weekend, I'm finally going to finish Deus Ex because last week, I think I'm on the final mission and my stomach was just like, feed me. So I had to quit like halfway through the last mission. But we're going to do it. We're going to finish that freaking game. So if you want to come and watch that, first time playthrough of that, and then jumping straight into the next Deus Ex game, which is apparently
Not as
like,
good.
debated. Like some people,
I like Invisible War. Invisible War is good. It's more choice orientated than the first one. So
yeah, but we'll be jumping right into Invisible War. If you like the music that you heard on stream tonight, you can check it out on my Spotify. Just go to Spotify and type drummer in the search box, and you'll come up with me. I'm really close to 200 followers on Spotify. I'm like 197. So,
oh, nice. I don't remember what mine ended up being. I think I got to like 2,000 or something like that. I don't know.
yeah,
It was
they
weird.
do it weird. Like they changed their algorithm, so they went from fans, which was basically listeners, to followers. So now you can follow someone. You get updated whenever they do a new thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
So if you want to get updated when I do new music, you can do that. Also, have a new thing coming out for Nerd or Die real soon. So if you stream and you want some cool sound alerts, then keep a lookout because it's going to be $5 for a thing. I don't know if I can say it, so I'm not going to. But
Okay.
yeah,
We'll learn more in 2 weeks when you come back.
yeah, 2 weeks.
It could be less cagey.
Yeah. Dave, what's up?
Yo, hey everyone. Ex full-time streamer, now indie game publisher. You can find my games on Switch and Steam. We just released one on the 31st of October called Apparition. So if you like being a detective and being scared out of your butt, then that's a good game for you. I would like to do more D&D stuff, but it's really dependent on other people these days. So that's if I appear thirsty, it's because I am. I really like doing this stuff, and I went from doing 5 games a week to cold turkey. So, I miss it. I miss it super bad. But that's just me. If you want to check out all the archives on the role-playing stuff, because there's some really good ones in there that involve all of these people in this chat. The show right now, you can check it out on my YouTube, which you can find through my Twitter account, Twitch account, which is Henley on Twitch. So,
Arthur.
Yeah.
What's
I'm glad someone remembered me this
There you
time
go.
around. Thank you. I have nothing to say. If you're here and watching this video, you
Damn it, Arthur! I
probably
gave you a chance. You friggin' waste it.
just follow, like, subscribe, watch me all the time. I got hundreds and thousands of videos, so I'm sure we have something you'll dislike, or at least you'll watch long enough to figure out if you hate it or not.
nice.
Yeah,
When's that Pokemon game gonna happen?
I'm still
Yeah.
working on it. We gotta figure out the Pokemon. I'm thinking maybe sometime mid to late December. We're gonna start like a 5 or 6 episode.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah, it
I'm
only
actually,
took me
like,
18
kind of-
months to write the rules.
kind of interested in it after like, is it the Detective Pikachu thing? I'm like, man, Pokemon's weird. And I'm like,
Detective
this could
Pikachu.
be really funny depending on who's on it.
I think
I
Cotton,
would like to be on it, but
Cotton and Pondo have secured spots pretty easily.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting on this food dungeon.
Yep, food dungeon. Look, and I routinely am
Dungeon
asked
would be
when I'm
fun.
going to launch that Lovecraft game.
Oh, wow. How much do you know about Lovecraft out of curiosity?
A lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shit. That might actually be really good too.
Well, Dave, I don't think you'd be able to play in it.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why. Because it's a horror game. And I want to play a horror game with people who are not murder hobos and will actually act horrified and surprised. It's not just
You
going to be
should
going
go
around and
watch-
being like, I don't know, guys. Should we shoot the zombie? Should we throw a grenade? Or more be like, holy fuck, there's zombies and it's the modern day world and zombies aren't real and now my mind is breaking. I am scared.
You should, if you don't think I'm capable of that, you should go watch Sin It Is. I played a coward for the entire game. And that was great. So you should, if you think
Sin
I'm
Eaters
just
is
as
the one
old
with
I am-
wreckage on it, right?
Yeah,
I'll pass.
it's
Damn.
Put that in the dumpster.
savage. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm definitely capable of doing that stuff, Alvin. If you I'm actually insulted that you think that I don't have range. That's rough.
Yeah, man. Some people play games to like escape the real life, and you just dug right in on being a coward, you know?
Yeah, that's it.
Half-hearted Canadian insults. What are you going to do?
I'm sorry.
They just bounce off the AC. They're not really.
Yeah, that was one of those sorries where you're apologizing for the person, not apologizing to the person.
Yeah, a lot of that happens. I apologize to inanimate objects for stubbing my toe on them.
I don't, because I wear steel-toe boots, and I'm like, oh, I want to say ow, but it's like, no.
We're done here. We're done. We'll see you in 2 weeks, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
When we get down to inanimate object talk, I feel like we've reached the end of the night.
You guys ever just